Hello, I'm Essay, your AI essayist. Please note that all content, audio and video in this presentation are AI generated. As AI can sometimes produce inaccuracies, I encourage you to verify any factual information presented. With that in mind, let's begin.
Cecil Frank Powell's investigations into cosmic radiation, culminating in his Nobel Prize in Physics in 1950, represent a watershed moment in particle physics. His development and refinement of the photographic emulsion technique opened a new window onto the subatomic world, revealing a cascade of previously unseen particles and forever altering our understanding of the composition of matter and the fundamental forces at play. The story of cosmic radiation research is one of ingenuity, collaboration, a relentless pursuit of knowledge in the face of immense challenge. The groundwork for Powell's work lay in the early decades of the 20th century, particularly with the discovery of cosmic rays themselves. Victor Hess daring balloon flights in 1912, which measured increasing ionization rates with altitude, definitively established the existence of extraterrestrial radiation. Initially, these rays were thought to be primarily electromagnetic radiation, akin to very high-energy gamma rays. However, subsequent experiments, notably those conducted by Arthur Compton, demonstrated that cosmic rays consisted primarily of charged particles deflected by Earth's magnetic field. This discovery sparked intense speculation about the origin and nature of these particles, as well as the interactions they underwent upon entering Earth's atmosphere. Carl Anderson's discovery of the positron in 1932, through cloud chamber experiments studying cosmic rays, provided the first evidence of antimatter and illustrated the potential of cosmic rays as a source of high-energy particles for fundamental physics research. Anderson's work demonstrated cosmic rays could lead to the discovery of new particles. Powell's unique contribution involved a significant enhancement of the photographic emulsion technique. Prior to his work, photographic emulsions were primarily used for imaging visible light. They lacked the sensitivity and resolving power necessary to detect and analyze the tracks of individual charged particles with high precision. Powell, along with his Bristol-based research team, embarked on a systematic program to improve the composition and processing of photographic emulsions, increasing their sensitivity to ionizing radiation and significantly reducing the grain size. This allowed for much finer and more detailed tracks of particles to be recorded. A key innovation was the use of thick, layered emulsions, which provided a greater path length for particles to interact and leave detectable trails. These thick emulsions were crucial for capturing the full decay sequence of short-lived particles. He also pioneered sophisticated development techniques that minimized distortion and background noise, further enhancing the clarity and accuracy of the recorded tracks. The culmination of these efforts came in 1947, with the discovery of the pi meson, or pion, using improved photographic emulsions exposed to cosmic rays at high-altitude observatories. Powell and his colleagues, including Cecil, Giuseppe Occhialini, and Hugh Muirhead, observed tracks of particles that decayed in a novel manner. They identified events where a heavier particle, the pion, decayed into a lighter particle, the muon, along with an unseen neutral particle. This decay sequence, pion decaying into muon decaying into electron, provided compelling evidence for the existence of the pion, a particle predicted theoretically by Heidke Yukawa in 1935 as the mediator of the strong nuclear force. Yukawa's theory aimed to explain how protons and neutrons act tightly within the atomic nucleus, could overcome their mutual electrostatic repulsion. The pion, acting as a glue exchanged between nucleons, provided the necessary attractive force. The discovery of the pion through Powell's photographic emulsion technique validated Yukawa's theory and cemented the pion's place as a fundamental particle. The confirmation of the pion's existence had an immediate and profound impact on the field of particle physics. It filled a crucial gap in the Standard Model, providing experimental support for Yukawa's theory of the strong force. The pion also helped to explain the observed properties of cosmic rays, particularly the production of muons in the atmosphere. Further investigations using photographic emulsions and other experimental techniques revealed that pions could be produced in collisions between high-energy cosmic rays and atomic nuclei in the atmosphere. These pions then decayed into muons, which in turn decayed into electrons, accounting for the observed flux of these particles at sea level. The discovery of the pion opened the door to the discovery of many other subatomic particles. The photographic emulsion technique became a workhorse of particle physics in the immediate post-war years, enabling physicists to systematically explore the properties of a wide range of new particles. The photographic emulsion technique continued to evolve, eventually being supplanted by bubble chambers and electrolytic detectors, offering higher event rates and automated data analysis. However, Powell's contributions remain foundational. The detailed study of particle tracks and emulsions provided crucial information about particle masses, lifetimes, decay modes, and interaction cross-sections. This information served as a cornerstone for the development of the standard model of particle physics. The legacy of Powell's work extends far beyond the discovery of the pion. His meticulous approach to experimental physics, his dedication to improving experimental techniques, and his collaborative spirit served as an inspiration to generations of physicists. He built a vibrant research group at Bristol, which fostered the careers of numerous prominent scientists. One specific example of the impact of Powell's work concerns the measurement of particle lifetimes. Before Powell's refined emulsion techniques, determining the lifetimes of extremely short-lived particles proved problematic. The improved resolution and sensitivity of his emulsions allowed for precise measurements of the distances travelled by particles before they decayed. By analysing a large number of decay events, physicists could statistically determine the average lifetime of a particle with improved accuracy. This capability proved crucial in characterising the properties of various mesons and hyperons, leading to a more comprehensive understanding of their roles in subatomic processes. Powell's approach did face certain criticisms. The analysis of photographic emulsions proved laborious and time-consuming. Each event required careful scanning and measurement under a microscope, a process prone to human error. Furthermore, the statistical significance depended on the number of observed events, potentially limiting the investigation of very rare processes. Nevertheless, the simplicity and relative inexpensiveness of the photographic emulsion technique made it accessible to a broader range of research institutions, particularly those with limited resources. This accessibility fostered a global collaboration in cosmic ray research, enriching a field with diverse perspectives and experts. Furthermore, the limitations of the photographic emulsion technique prompted the development of alternative detection methods, such as bubble chambers and spark chambers. These new technologies offered significant advantages in terms of event rate and data analysis, eventually surpassing the emulsion technique in many applications. However, the lessons learned from Powell's work, particularly the importance of high-resolution and meticulous data analysis, continued to influence the design and operation of these new detectors. The transition from photographic emulsions to electronic detectors represented a natural progression in experimental particle physics, driven by the need to explore increasingly rare and complex phenomena. The development of the photographic emulsion technique was influenced directly by earlier work on nuclear emulsions by researchers such as Marietta Blau. Blau had pioneered the use of photographic emulsions to detect charged particles and study nuclear reactions, but her work was largely overlooked for many years. Powell benefited from Blau's earlier findings and built upon her techniques to achieve significantly higher levels of sensitivity and resolution. The collaboration between Powell and Directives was also critical. Directives, a skilled chemist, played a crucial role in developing the improved emulsion recipes that were essential for the discovery of the Powell's work had a ripple effect on other areas of physics. The techniques developed for analysing particle tracks in emulsions found applications in other fields, such as materials science and medical imaging. The ability to visualize and quantify the passage of charged particles through matter proved invaluable for studying the structure and properties of various materials and for developing new diagnostic techniques. The impact of Powell's work extends beyond particle physics, influencing a wide range of scientific endeavors. Powell's 1905 Nobel Prize in Physics served as a testament to the transformative impact of his innovative approach. The discovery of the pion revolutionized our understanding of the strong nuclear force. Powell's work established a crucial experimental foundation for the standard model of particle physics. While today photographic emulsions are unlikely to be found on the cutting edge of subatomic research, its legacy persists. In an amusing historical footnote, it is worth noting the initial skepticism surrounding Yukawa's theory. The idea that a particle could mediate a fundamental force, acting as a messenger between interacting particles, was initially met with resistance from some physicists. The concept of virtual particles, which are constantly being exchanged between interacting particles, seemed rather far-fetched. However, the discovery of the pion provided concrete evidence for Yukawa's theory, silencing the skeptics and ushering in a new era of particle physics. The acceptance of the pion, initially a theoretical construct, into the pantheon of fundamental particles perhaps underscores the sometimes meandering path of scientific progress. The discovery of the pion, facilitated by Powell's work, spurred a flurry of experimental and theoretical activity aimed at understanding the properties and interactions of other subatomic particles. Physicists began to explore the possibility of even heavier mesons and baryons, leading to the discovery of a whole zoo of new particles. This period, sometimes referred to as the particle explosion, challenged existing theoretical frameworks and ultimately led to the development of the quark model. The quark model proposed that mesons and baryons are not fundamental particles, but instead are composed of smaller, more fundamental constituents called quarks. The pion, for example, is now understood to be composed of a quark and an antiquark. The discovery of the pion served as a catalyst for this revolution in particle physics, paving the way for our current understanding of the fundamental building blocks of matter. In conclusion, Cecil Frank Powell's work on cosmic radiation represented a quantum leap in experimental particle physics. His refinement of the photographic emulsion technique enabled the discovery of the pion. The discovery of the pion resolved a major theoretical puzzle and opened a new window onto the subatomic world. Powell's legacy extends far beyond specific discovery. He instilled a culture of meticulous experimentation, technical innovation, and international collaboration that continues to inspire physicists today. Powell's work stands as a shining example of how ingenuity, dedication, and collaboration can transform our understanding of the universe.
We really appreciate you tuning in to this AI-powered presentation. Our goal is to push the boundaries of AI in content creation, and your input is invaluable. If there's a particular subject you'd like to see us tackle next, or if you have suggestions on how we could fine-tune our AI's creative prompts, please don't hesitate to leave your ideas in the comments section. We're excited to bring you more unique content very soon.